When we first encounter someone, our brains don't just register their appearance, they run a complex, often unconscious, analysis of survival signals. Symmetrical faces, for instance, are not merely aesthetically pleasing, they frequently indicate developmental stability and good health, a deep-seated evolutionary preference. Beyond simple visual cues, the vomeronasal organ might subtly detect pheromones, influencing our comfort levels before any conscious thought arises, even if its role in humans remains a topic of scientific debate. A youthful facial structure, known as neoteny, can signal approachability and harmlessness, unconsciously making a person seem less threatening and more trustworthy. The subtle tilt of a head or the precise spacing of facial features can trigger ancient recognition patterns, predisposing us to perceive an individual as either friend or foe within milliseconds. These rapid precognitive assessments form the bedrock of immediate likability, influencing our subsequent interactions profoundly. Likability often hinges on signals far more nuanced than broad gestures. Micro-expressions, those fleeting facial contortions lasting less than half a second, betray true emotional states before we can consciously mask them. A genuine Duchenne smile, involving the orbicularis oculi muscles around the eyes, is almost impossible to fake and universally signals sincere pleasure or warmth. Beyond the face, the qualities of a person's voice carry immense weight, with variations in pitch, rhythm, and volume unconsciously conveying confidence, empathy, or even deception. Individuals with a moderate vocal pitch and a consistent, unhurried cadence often register as more trustworthy and calm. The subtle synchrony of breathing patterns during conversation, a phenomenon rarely noticed, also fosters a deeper, more primal connection, enhancing a sense of shared presence. These deeply embedded nonverbal cues often resonate more powerfully than any spoken word, shaping our immediate perception of another's sincerity and character. Our brains constantly employ mental shortcuts, or heuristics, to navigate social complexity, often leading to immediate and sometimes irrational preferences. The mere exposure effect, where repeated exposure to a stimulus increases our liking for it, plays a subtle role. We inherently favor the familiar, even if that familiarity stems from brief peripheral encounters. Implicit egotism reveals a deeper bias. We subconsciously gravitate towards people, places, and things that resemble ourselves, such as those sharing similar names, birth dates, or even letter preferences, without ever consciously realizing it. Furthermore, the beautiful is good stereotype, while seemingly superficial, is a cognitive bias where we attribute a host of positive traits, intelligence, kindness, trustworthiness, to physically attractive individuals, even in the absence of any evidence. This is not a moral judgment, but an automatic mental leap, a cognitive economy. These ingrained filters can predetermine our social reception, making some individuals instantly more appealing simply by tapping into our brain's default, often flawed, processing patterns. Paradoxically, showcasing a carefully managed degree of vulnerability can significantly boost a person's likability, moving them beyond an intimidating ideal to a relatable human. The pratfall effect demonstrates this. When a highly competent individual makes a minor mistake, their attractiveness often increases, as it makes them seem more human and less distant. Authenticity, however, is a delicate balance. It involves sharing genuine feelings and experiences without oversharing or projecting an image of constant need. People are drawn to those who possess optimal distinctiveness, meaning they stand out enough to be interesting but still fit into the general social framework, avoiding extremes of conformity or deviance. This involves revealing a personal perspective or an unusual passion that makes them unique yet still understandable. When a person shares a relatable challenge or a genuine struggle, it forges an immediate bridge of empathy, allowing others to see a reflection of their own experiences and fostering a deeper, more immediate connection. Instant likability is frequently an outcome of an unconscious social dance, where individuals subtly mirror and respond to each other, building rapport without overt effort. The chameleon effect, for instance, describes our natural tendency to unconsciously mimic the gestures, postures, and mannerisms of those we interact with, creating a sense of familiarity and connection. This mirroring is not imitation, it's an automatic, often imperceptible, synchronicity that signals empathy and social alignment, making the mimicker more likable to the person being mimicked. Furthermore, the principle of reciprocity extends beyond actions. We are biologically wired to like those who express genuine liking for us, creating a positive feedback loop. Simple acts like making sustained eye contact, offering an authentic smile, or remembering small details about a person can trigger oxytocin release, fostering bonds on a neurochemical level. This intricate interplay of subconscious cues and responses establishes a shared reality where aligning perspectives and experiencing mutual understanding solidifies immediate social bonds, making certain individuals magnets for affection.